if you're a Scorpio born October 23rd to November 21st, what can you expect for the month of September 2017? Let's tune in and find out. Okay, Scorpios, I just see you beating your chest, right? Like strong, feeling powerful. And sometimes we beat our chest to scare people, like go away, get out of my space. So there may be somebody who's encroaching on your space or is trying to one-up you or trying to steal your man. If you already know about this, if this is happening, okay, or you're a woman, right? But it's this like, get out of my space. You know, I'm in control. I'm charged. So just know, Scorpios, that this is a really, powerful energy for you. And I see whatever it is that you're trying to blow back gets blown back. So it's not a false bravado. It is really genuinely strong and powerful. So this is good because you're able to channel your strength in a way that just knocks people over. But I'm talking about the people that it knocks over are the enemies, the ones who don't have your back, the ones who are trying to hurt you first, right? So just know that you'll have this innate ability to blow back anything that stands in your way, competition, anything, okay? All right, so let's look and see about your romantic relationships for the month of September. I see you really being able to take care of your loved one, of your partner. I see you being really loving and nurturing. And I also see them being very playful and powerful and sexual back. So it's a really nice energy of give and take and of being able to care for one another. Now, there may be some time in the month where you're separated from your loved one, work or business or just hectic schedule, and tensions can get a little intense or a little high. I feel like you'll have the capacity, though, to unplug it really quick. Like you'll be able to stop and restrict and go, no, not going to say anything, not going to do that. In which case, then you fall right back into this little bubble of love. So just know you're going to have that capacity to be able to do that, to just like interrupt any bumps right away with your own self-control. Okay, so let's look for individuals who aren't in a romantic relationship. If you're interested in having one, what September can bring for you. So what you're going to need first is peace of mind and a trusting that you don't have to hit anybody over the head to be seen, right? Like you've got this really powerful energy this month. Well, let's see. I mean, Scorpios always do, right? But in this particular month, I see you being able to be more fluid in a different way and not having to go in and rush in and grab what you want and take it. I feel you being able to listen more intuitively and being led more intuitively. And I actually see this person coming from behind you. So in other words, you don't see love coming. It comes for you, which is really nice. So, if that means you're looking for love, just let go. Like there's nothing for you to do because you're not going to see this person. They're going to see you first. And they're going to, and it's going to surprise you and you're going to like what you see. So if you want relationship, you want love, what there is to do is just exhibit your best self. Be kind, be funny, be sensitive as you are, right? Be fiercely loyal like you are, and being able to trust your instincts. And when you're just kind of like being your best self, this energy, this individual will come up from behind you. And it's kind of like tapping you on your shoulder and you turn around. It's like, oh, I like what I see. And it's very mutual. So they see you first, they approach you first, and your job is just to be your loving, endearing self. And it just feels like kismet, like it just can happen effortlessly. Now, if you seem to be in a dry spell and you're not really getting along with people, you just want to check your level of intensity. You want to turn it down. You're right a lot, but people get tired of hearing that you're right, okay? So it's about sometimes not having to tell the truth. Sometimes it's not about breaking somebody else's bubble and saying, you're an idiot, like, what are you doing? Sometimes it's about just observing and watching, right? And the benefit in that is to be able to let go, right? So that you let go, other people can have their own wake-up calls. You don't have to be responsible for them. And as they have their own wake-up calls, what happens for you is now you have an opportunity, instead of focusing on people you need to help, you get to look at yourself and go, wow, what do I need to change? where are my faults? What adjustments can I make for myself? And if you turn that inward on yourself this month, your outward light is going to become so bright and so magnetic. You're going to be able to help so many other people in the long run, because you're just that much better at who you are. And so what there is to do is stop focusing on everybody else's problems and helping them and correcting them. Let them, kind of like figure it out for themselves, and take the time to heal yourself. Take the time to do what you need to do. Look at what issues you have and correct those issues. Look at, how you be with other people. And is it too forceful? Do I say too much? Do I interrupt people? Am I the know-it-all, or am I shy, or am I timid? Whatever it is, you want to correct it, right? You want to bring light to it and make the shift and the adjustment. And this month you're going to have the support of the universe to help you do that. Okay, so now let's look at career and money. Well, your career can be right up there in the heavens. Like, I just see your shining star up there, and people seeing it and noticing it. And obviously she should be the one, or he should be the one that's promoted. Obviously they're the one who gets it done, right? There's this kind of obviousness about obviousness. I think that's not the right word. About how you make a difference, and that there's a certain level of I don't even want to say expectation, but just everybody else goes, yeah, of course they're the ones who are going to handle that and do that and manage that. So there's this level of respect of your own ability to get things done and your own ability to manifest money. So this month, it's just like, yep, did it again. So you're just going to keep scoring big and making it happen. And your job is just to keep doing what you do best, which is do you, right? And when that happens, people back up and give you space. And that's what I was seeing in the beginning, like with this beating on the chest, is people just backing up and giving you space to shine. And there's no apology needed. There's just, no permission needed. You just are in the flow of being you. And I love that. That is so powerful and so full. So let's look at your health. Anything about Scorpio's health? Yeah, for some of you, you may have some issues with the back of the throat, or the stomach with bile or heartburn. And that's just about things that you can't stomach, things that you can't, about yourself. So there's this dynamic that's emotionally and physically kind of tied together that you want to release and let go of. So there is opportunities for you to be able to get your own healing and to be able to run into the right people to support you. Also want you to take care of your toes. So, if you're going to go on a hike, don't wear sandals. All right. If you're going to jump on and off the subway, wear nice closed-toe shoes, right? Put your high heels in the bag. If you're going out to a club, and you're going to dance all night, bring some ballerina flats if you're drunk on your butt, right? Like, be sensible, because I can see that where your toes can get stepped on or smashed or hurt, for not being sensible. So just be aware. There are some that, take care of your toes. That's all I want to say about that. And you won't have any problems this month. It's an interesting kind of thing that came up. All right, so anything unexpected? Let's see if there's anything unexpected for Scorpios. Yeah, there may be somebody that comes in that really you used to be close with, and now they're like a little too close. All of a sudden, it's like they want to resume where they left off. Like they want that familiar place back in your life, and they hurt you. And you're like, wait a second, you need to earn this a little bit. Like, you don't get just to show up after the way you walked out, right? Or after the way you treated me. So there may be some healing that needs to be done with very personal, close relationships with you that can happen this month. And it could also be around your spiritual connection. It could be a spiritual teacher that didn't treat you right, and there's an opportunity for healing. It could be a loved one who you felt abandoned by. It could be around an addiction situation where maybe they put you in therapy and then left you and didn't show up, right? So there's these opportunities here for some closure, for some healing, for some movement. It could be that you had a baby and then they were just never around to help, and you felt abandoned, right? So, and then now they want to get close to you, right? When things aren't so hard and you kind of are back together now, and so I see you having to deal with somebody who's coming back into your life, wants to get super close to you, and it brings up your anger, your frustration, your pain, your hurt. And so what there is to do is to know that this can be healed and you can be heard, right? And I feel like they are willing to hang in there with you for you to be heard for a change. And remember, you just want to be careful with how you express yourself initially. You want to make sure that you're not bowling them over, right? If you want to have a relationship with them, if you want them in your life, you want to be able to be honest. But remember, Scorpios, you guys are tall, you're big, you're strong. So when you say something, it blows the room apart. So less is more. Not telling you not to be honest, not telling you not to be truthful, but I'm just saying to do it with less bravado, because your voice, your energy just carries, right? So a little whisper can just echo in a room. So it's good to be authentic. It's good to say how you feel and to be able to bear that and to get it out. But you also have to be aware that the other person, if you want to be heard, you have to use your sensory acuity to make sure that they're responding, that you haven't shredded them of a place of no return, okay? Unless you never want them in your life again, then that's up to you, right? So that's for you to know. All right, so but healing is available for you and for this person who gets in what you initially feel may be a little too close. All right, Scorpios, have an amazing month. It really feels like you're going to be so empowered in so many ways. This is really terrific energy. So have a wonderful month. Enjoy your September. If you like my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends. Feel free to comment below and I'll swing back around and answer it later in the month. And I look forward to connecting with you again next month.